Hey, so it's a quick video to show you how to progress past Rooftop in the 19th of July prototype of Crash Twinsanity. Basically, for some reason this level is prone to crash a lot. I found a point in here, and I'll show you, where the game crashes quite consistently, I'll say. But I'll disable autosave first. And I'll show you how this happens. So yeah, I can basically do this. I can stand still or keep going no matter what I do. I mean, I get this screen because I changed my memory card, but even if I didn't change it, I would still have a game crash. You can prevent this in a way by doing the following: open the checkpoint, then quickly fall. You will get the autosave failed thing, but it's okay. You can still progress after that. And that's the first thing. Now, the second thing, the thing why you're here for, the reason why you're here. How to get into Madame Amberly's fight. We are gonna use a little trick that we actually used in speedruns back in the day. So let's go. Basically, why do you need to do this? Basically, first of all, in this build, every cutscene trigger is active at all times, especially after you die, so it can get a bit messy, but at the same time this actually helps with what we wanna do. So we wanna get inside Madame Amberly's boss fight,
I love my
and
it's the
there is a way which is not really easy, but it's the only way, since, as we said, Rooftop can crash quite a lot. Okay, we're here. Autosave failed, sure. Okay.
yes.
Now, the trigger for this cutscene is huge. You can't really skip it, but luckily it doesn't last long. You don't need to trigger this, by the way. This is just because I went the wrong way. I don't need to go here. I need to go from the back. Okay. So we're here. Usually in the final version you would get the checkpoint in here, but we don't have a checkpoint at this in this prototype, so we want to first of all align the camera and then go here, go up here, and then keep going until you are safe past the fence. Now I'm gonna be using a lot of save states because there's a lot of precise jumps in here. First of all, let's get behind this building. If the camera actually worked. As I said, let's get behind the building. Okay, there we go. Solid object here, you need to bypass this, and then you need to land with a sort of blind jump on a library that is on the on the other side of this cliff. So let's try. We got it first try. Now we get back outside. We need to get back outside, but We first need the game to understand that we are inside this room, because the room is not loaded, and the loading trigger is actually right up here. So we try and keep moving, get up here, a few body slams, do something, then try and check. Okay, so if you get on top of the room, it means you are you have it loaded. You can see the sky changing its color, which is another good sign, but you need to keep going. So we want to get back inside here now, and be careful, make a save state here if you are on PC, because something can go wrong here. It will go wrong, actually. So keep moving, that's important. Keep moving, because this is the sign of the game trying to load this section. There we go. When you hear the music loop again and you have free control, you actually loaded successfully this area. And now you need to go to the other side. So, okay, that was not ideal, of course. You need to go to the other side, and you have a cutscene trigger to avoid in this section. Very tricky, but if you find some very specific spot to jump from, it will be easy. Make a save state here so you're safe if you eventually trigger the cutscene, but you need to find like some sort of transparent object in here. It's kinda hard. Tension. Okay, this is the object. You can see we are a bit on top of something, and then you move like this, and the skip is easy that way. The only reliable way to skip the cutscene trigger is that. Now, we are not done. We hit this checkpoint, and we need some very specific set of moves here. This is the hard part of the skip. Okay, out of bounds, immediately out of bounds. And then we need to store a long jump. If you have watched speedruns of this game, you may be familiar with this terminology, basically. Yes, this is how you store a long jump, because we want to avoid a pretty big cutscene trigger by landing on the other side of this room. So, to do a long jump, you need to jump from the edge of the section. We actually hit the cutscene trigger right right into it. So, yeah, it's hard. This is not easy. You need very precise movement to do this. Okay, we got it. There we go. As I said, very precise jump, but it's not over yet, because we have the same rule that we saw earlier, which is the game is convinced that we are not in this chunk. We need the game to understand that we are in this chunk, and it will load Cortex properly, because if we don't do this, Cortex will spawn in Madame Amberley's room either out of bounds or inbounds, and you will control both Crash and him, and you will lose a lot of lives because of this because of this behavior, weird behavior that this prototype has. So keep on doing stuff so that the game understands that you are in here. If you clip out of bounds, that's ideal, because you can enter inbounds from the outside. it won't really happen. There are a few chances that it happens. If it happens, it's actually lucky, because you can do this, or grab the crystal, I guess. If it loads, yeah, okay, reloaded. You grab the crystal, and then, well, you can clip back out of bounds if the door is closed. There we go. Because you basically loaded the area where you need to be, and then you do this, and Cortex is there.
They found us. Through the
If you see that Cortex is there, you basically did it. You can proceed and then face Madame Amberly, basically. So quite a bit finicky that the camera won't help you, because it will be stuck, so you need to... Okay, turned around. Then you can jump here and start the battle.
You are in detention.
Without
Madame Amberly.
too much of a problem, I would
Cortex
say.
is all grown up. I see you found employment as a barber.
So basically, yeah,
I'm an evil scientist.
you learned some
Scientist
skips, I guess.
To me,
Today.
you'll always be a little
If you wanna learn also another thing, you can easily beat this boss by staying in a specific point. Like this. But yeah. That's it, I guess.